Okay, now we are live, people. Live today, Sunset Sunday, the last Sunday of the month, people. Last Sunday of May. How's everybody's weekend been? You know, it's been, I don't know what the weather, everybody else been, but the weather around here has been kind of funky. Um, I know this was your weather, Kent. The
Oh, I didn't.
you
Yeah,
like the
with the exception of the rain, it didn't bother me one bit. Except, like I said earlier, when I woke up, Friday morning, and it was like, oh, because I didn't have the heat on. I was like, oh, it really did get cold.
yeah, it's I don't know what the deal was. This cat's gonna act stupid. I can see. I need to go. I need to go and get. Hold on. I need to go get something to equalize this. Act stupid. I can see.
Okay. All right. Well, while Greg's doing what he needs to do, hey everybody, as for those who have watched us, hey, this is our weekly Sunset Sunday chat with my friend and business partner Greg Smith. I'm Kent Robertson, and we just gonna chop it up as we always do on with with recent events and all that, and we try to drop some home based business knowledge.
I don't know. For some reason, it was feeding in from the Facebook and through here the mic. I don't know. You got nice weather other places. 3-day weekend. How's everybody doing? We just doing. There's nothing particular to. We're talking about. Well, the events of this week has been crazy. You hear that they're putting together a RICO case against the former president. I don't know if you heard that. What else is ticked up? More evidence showing that a possibility that this virus came from that lab. Okay.
I'm more inclined to believe that. I'm more inclined now to believe that it did, whether it was accidental, or it was meant for, or if it was meant for, a secret military purpose. Who knows? But I'm more apt to believe that now.
They're even saying that this thing might have been developing back in the summer of 2019, but then the lab people are the ones who probably got sick and started spreading this to the fall. But the like I said, the zoonosis theory didn't sit well with me. For one, they're talking about how that usually takes a longer period of time for it to develop. Okay. This is like the third coronavirus we've had in this century. Okay, usually this is something that happens once. We've had 3: 2002, 2012.
And 2012 was the MERS, right?
Yeah, SARS and MERS, and they could trace those back to an animal. This one, they have no trace back to any zoonosis to another animal. Mm-hmm. So what's that telling you? Something's up. Something's not smelling right in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But beyond all that, a lot of people, this is Memorial Day. A lot of people don't understand that Memorial Day actually started by a group of Black folks.
I have to be honest with you.
They don't celebrate Memorial Day, don't do this and that. Well,
Yeah, I have to be honest with you. I didn't find out about that until like my junior, senior year of college. Just like, you know, and the History Channel's doing a documentary on this tonight. I'm recording it. I didn't realize that the about the Tulsa massacre until my junior, senior year of college. So there's a
Yeah,
lot of things I'm just, you know, found out in my college years.
yeah, they've hidden a lot of different things from people. They've hidden a lot of history from us that they don't want us to know. And then it seems like they're trying to rewrite stuff in the schools. You know, they set up curriculums in schools so you don't know certain things that are going on. And you know, I want to say
Mhm.
our educational system has been the biggest heist in the world. This is why I always promote certain books, like these two books I've been promoting for years, for over 10 years. Robert
Mhm.
Kiyosaki's Conspiracy of the Rich, which really turned my head about certain things. And this book by him called Unfair Advantage, that these two books people need to read. They need to get these books and read them. You also need to get the understanding about these other two books that need to be read. You know, we're all talking about what's going on with Black folks. We
Mhm.
understand Black Labor, White Wealth is a powerful book. You need to understand what's going on in
I'm
that.
getting
And you
that.
know, you need to understand the economic.
Yeah, I'm getting that book
But you
next
got this
month.
one? Oh,
Oh no, I'm
this
getting
book,
Black Paper, White Wealth next month. I'm getting that one.
Powernomics. Powernomics is a book you need to get because it gives you understanding how Black people were left out of the race, the economic race.
Okay.
We always using the term, you got people all on media out, always missing the term about racism. This book makes you understand the term racism by most is being used in a wrong context. Okay. Black people did not get a chance to participate in the race to the prosperity of America. That's what the term race, the term ism is part of the system that has kept a lot of Black folks in check and a lot of other different people in check, but especially it was geared toward the Black communities and stuff. So that's why I said most people, even Black people, use the term racism in the wrong context because they don't understand the history of that. They think it's just geared towards somebody's color and skin, but actuality is more than that. It's a system. And once we start understanding it's a system, we can deal with certain things better. Well, you know, when you understand about a system, you can make either burn the system down or you make the system, understand the system enough to make it work for your advantage. And that's what you got to do. That's what a lot of other groups have done. Asian, everybody keeps hollering about why didn't there a bill, hate bill for Black folks? Well, they've had hate bills for Black folks, civil rights thing back in the 60s. Didn't do no good. You know, we've had all these type of bills. The best thing that could be protection for African American communities is building wealth. I know we've talked about that. We talked about that and talked about that. But building wealth keeps you insulated from what you don't have to put up with and what you can either negotiate or force. Take that as you want to. Okay. Take that as you want to. So, you know, those are the kind of things we need to understand what's going on. But you know, it seemed like it turned out toward the end of the day, sun came out, everything cleared out. It's supposed to get back into the 70s, I guess, next week. We're heading into that June theory, that June thing. Not sure what June's gonna be like, but you know, as we're heading into summertime. Now, people, you got to realize we are actually halfway through the second quarter of 2021. What does that mean? from a business standpoint, you analyze what's happening in your business, and businesses are analyzing what they're going to do come the end of the year. Okay. Businesses right now are determining what they're going to do as far as who's an asset in the company that you're working for, and how they either going to determine if you're an asset or a liability. In other words, how they are going to either keep your department or how they're going to cut and get rid of you. That's what they do.
Yes.
They do
Yes,
this
indeed.
at the second quarter and the midterm. We're going to, especially right in July. That's when they start making those decisions. And this is why you see people get cut, departments get gotten rid of around Christmas time. From about mid to late October to the first of the year, that's when they set up their budget. Going in to that first quarter, then they determine on that after that first and second quarter, what they need to cut, what they need to strengthen, what ain't doing them good. And that's where we're heading into that. This is why I keep saying that you need your own business, because the plantation is making decisions about your economic future and whether they're going to keep you in there working or not. What's your thoughts about on this, Kent?
Oh yeah, you spoke about that. We had a the company that I work for, our staff had a Zoom meeting, speaking about that very thing. Now, with that being said, there was no implementation of any layoffs or anything like that, but a new system be implemented, and a new system, and that's for the foreseeable future. That's going to take a year to develop. So once that system's developed, things are going to change. So I'm just everyone know, just because you're working from home, with your job, or who you're employed with, things can and most likely will change. Either it will be 6 months from now, either be a year from now. And I just tell anybody, get what you can. If you're in corporate America like I, get what you can and get out, because sooner or later you may be forced out.
Yeah.
So,
and they're not going to tell you right now,
right.
Whether they're going to be laying off. And anytime they really going to tell you why their plans on laying off, it's going to be towards the end, probably latter part of third or in the beginning of the fourth quarter of that year, what their plans on doing, if they're going to cut a company, lay off some people. So they're going to do it right at the end of the year. That's what they do, because they're setting a budget. They're setting a budget right now going into fiscal first quarter 2022. And people don't understand that.
Let me add this. And since I think we've been out of a merit-based system for at least a good 15, 20 years now. Everything is now performance based. So if you're not performing
explain to them what
standards, you can forget about it.
Yeah. And performance based is going to be based off of they're going to look at it in the quarters that, like we're talking about, first, second, third, and fourth quarters. And they're going to look at first the division you may be in. Then they may look at the individuals in that division, whether they are bringing the profitability to the table for that company.
Exactly.
That's where they make the decision. And this ain't gonna be about don't look for no big ass raises or anything like that. Your basically you might get is a 2 to 3% raise, which gets
Right.
eaten up by taxes. So don't get caught up in dogma that a lot of people get on. Well, I got a 2% raise. Big whoopee do. You don't see it. You know, it's just like, you know, there's been a lot of chatter too again, whether we're going to get a fourth stimulus check. Well,
wait.
they're going to have to.
You mean the Vax-A-Million's not it?
Vax-A-Million. Vax-A-Million people. If you live in the Ohio region, that's a vaccination lottery thing they put up. You gotta coax people. You know, I've had this conversation. I just watched this movie last night on Netflix called Army of the Dead. Okay. In the whole beginning of this, a group of army people were escorting this. Well, I don't know what was in it. Well, they got in a car accident. Okay.
Okay.
Some couple wasn't paying attention, ran into him in his convoy, knocked this item they were taking, just out in the desert, going towards Las Vegas and everything. So they had to get back trying to retrieve this thing, and come to find out it was some kind of man that had some kind of viral thing and killed all the escorts of the army thing, but it turned them into some kind of creature. I guess you could say zombie type thing. Okay. They never said what kind of virus this person had, but what happened was these creatures went in there and wiped out basically the entire population of Las Vegas. And they had to quarantine all of Las Vegas to keep those people within it, because all of Las Vegas turned into a zombie fest.
Mm-hmm. I might have to check that
out. Who was in there? What's his name? Omari Hardwick is in it. That wrestler guy that's been in a lot of movies. Mm-hmm. He's in that one where there's, what was the name of that movie? I can't think of the name of it. Well, he's in there. His name is Bustillo or Boost something. Bruster, or I can't think of his name. His last name starts with a B. He's a main star. But do we have to have something like that to get people to wake the fuck up what's going on? I mean, come on. We got to coax people to take care of themselves. Everybody, first, especially in the Black community, it was about the daggone Tuskegee syndrome. Oh, I'm not getting this because they did this to Black people in the Tuskegee. Now that we know, look, this is not the same thing. You can't relate it to that. What's the excuse now? Well, they did this daggone thing too fast. Well, they told you they've been working on vaccines since 2012. Mm-hmm. Okay, they've been doing this. They've developed other technologies where they can enhance or make this thing go so they can find some kind of vaccine to make it not harmful to you. And see, the other thing is when you got people now are not trusting it because you had people like Bill Maher who had a breakthrough and got infected. So now people say, well, see, the vaccines don't work. Well, they never. If people look back and watch, they never said that the vaccines, not even the flu vaccine is 100%. Mm-hmm. They never said that this thing was going to do. But what it does supposed to do is keep you from dying or getting severely sick and overrunning the health system. That was only what the vaccine was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. If people still don't, we got a society that always wants all this absolutes. They want all this, they want beginning to end. life don't work that way. Well, the only thing about life working that year, you born and you die. But all the other stuff in between is either gifts or fuck ups. Let's be real. So people need to wake up to the fact and quit being selfish. The whole purpose of the vaccines too. And now there's a problem. They're saying that there's another variant coming out of Vietnam that's even more transmittable, contagious. So there's a problem in a lot of areas. One of the biggest things I think China is not being transparent on what the hell do they do. And there's a clinical term that they do. I can't think if I can look it up that they do with vaccines, because they said Fauci has said, yeah, they do experiment with. They have been experimenting with viruses and enhance the virus to see how it, transfer to humans and how it reacts.
Mhm.
There's no, well, the evidence is pointing more towards a lab because there were some lab people that got sick. Not had any evidence whatsoever showing that there's been a zoonosis situation because they have no evidence on what animal. They've been speculating. They already knew the zoonosis nature from the last two spread of coronavirus. This one, they have no clue. So the more logical explanation to everything has been something was going on in the lab. They said the lab wasn't secured at the level that it should be. I read this on the article. It was at a level below what it should have been for those type of experiments. So, people fuck up all the time, all the time. They just do.
Yes.
We need to realize that. Been doing it forever. I mean, it don't. I don't know why people want to act like it's so surprising that they do.
Mhm.
And now everybody, they're coming out with more talk. I think they already had the evidence, but about the UFO situation. Well, that ain't surprising. When you had too many
not at all.
aircraft, naval flyers spotting things. And then when the one naval fighter said there's no visible aeronautics that they could possibly do the things that they're doing, these objects, they clocking them at 15,000 knots.
Woo.
Crazy shit.
Woo.
Okay. Some of the aerodynamics said we don't have any technology or planes that can do this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why they think we've been in the digital age since about 30 years almost. Since the latter part of the 90s up until now. And these people want to act like the American public is stupid. Some of them are. Okay? Some of them are. But as a whole, with all the information that's been transmitted over the internet, social media, and everything, people, you can't hide a lot of shit. Ain't gonna go that way. They're gonna question you. We're gonna question the people about what's going on with this virus thing because they need to know. They just said that on some. They said, yes, Biden said, I'm giving y'all a 90-day window to get some kind of conclusion, something about where the hell this thing is. They're also talking about sending a team to investigate over there for the next 6 months to a year to find out and pressure China on what the fuck did y'all do?
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about putting sanctions against trade over there on their ass. So maybe they open their eyes to what's going on. There's a whole lot of damn things. We are in a global economy. We're all globally connected in some way, somehow. So they might as well stop with the bullshit thinking that you're gonna hide stuff. That happened.
Yeah.
So if you ain't gonna be, it's like, I always talk about with companies, they always try to play this role and pull this shit on their employees about certain things. everybody's now a marketer online. All it takes is a few people get pissed off and say, well, these motherfuckers did this, they do that, they do other things, and it caused problems to a company. All it takes, people need to realize you got the power to do a lot of different things that you didn't have 20, 15, 20 years ago, even probably 10 years ago. Now you got phones, you got all these type of devices. Look what they're doing to all the politicians when they get famous or whatever. These women are coming out left and right. Oh, he did this, touched me inappropriately. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Where do you think that's coming from? It's so easy to say and do shit online, whether it's true or not, like this insurrection thing. Like, look what that former president did. Talked all that shit, caused all these problems, caused a few deaths. It's because we are globally connected. If we're that globally connected to cause that kind of mess, what do you think you could do to help other people to get out of situations that there are? If you could do negative shit like that, you can do the positive shit too. That's what this is what the beauty
Amen.
of social media and the internet is. This is where some people don't want us to have this kind of stuff because exactly what has been happening, they don't want it. They can't hide shit like they used to. And I get people connect me from Egypt, from Vietnam, from China. I'm telling my ear. I'm sitting here in my house. People want to befriend me from all over the world because of social media. That's why you can build a global business using these tactics, but you got to put yourself out there too. You can't worry about, look, I hear people talking about, well, I don't want to be online because of this and that. Look, if you're going to, you hear people talking about building a trust life factor. If people want to see you, you got to put yourself out there. They got to see you. They got to hear you. They got to do all these type of things. If you're going to do this business without chasing people all over the place, which is not, I don't advise, even when it's opening up, I still don't advise. You got to do it. You have to learn to leverage. If you don't leverage, especially if what's going on now, you're done in the water to me as a business person. Okay, we can talk all this shit about personal relationships and all this mess. Personal relationships can be done through what we're doing on Zoom, or they can be done face to face. Don't make any difference. But people are not going to be willing to always meet you everywhere, especially after what has happened.
Exactly.
What it seems like the old white-head Republicans don't want to understand that they want to send all these kids that were having trouble before the pandemic back to school, but they're not taking precautions to do this, do that. And then they're going to say, well, they need to learn. They need this personal touch. You get personal touch over here. If they weren't learning that well when you were in school, what makes you think they're going to learn back that well when they go back? Right now, people got a taste of being at home working. You're going to be hard fucking pressed to get people to work in your office because they already had the taste. I said, I don't need to be in your damn office to work for you. Not every day.
Right.
Not be up in your face. I don't need you over my damn. I don't want that. No. It's going to be up to the business world, business environment. They're going to have to change the way they do shit. Too many people got devices. They don't need you. You don't need corporate America. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need your backing because you're not backing us up. No way. We're doing that. You doing it for your own sake. We don't need corporate America in that aspect. The individual, as you said, performing. If we're in a performance-based economy, you might as well be doing this yourself because it's going to always be about you and your performance and what you put in and what you're doing. So if we're in that type of economy now, why bother busting your ass for somebody else's thing or somebody else's dream? It makes no sense to me. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, and I've heard this expression before, and the older I get, the more truer it becomes to me. You'll never be happy working for somebody else, no matter what income that you make, because you don't own it.
Nope.
You don't have a say. Well, technically, you don't have a say as to when excuse me, when you can leave. As you said, Greg, you get an hour for lunch. At some places it's a half hour.
Or
So
45 minutes, some old
yeah,
crazy
so
ass shit like that.
before COVID came, um, I had to once I left for lunch, I had to go figure out where I wanted to go. If I didn't bring my lunch with me, figure out what I wanted to where I wanted to go, then eat, then get back before that hour was up. And the drive time usually takes about 10 minutes there, then 10 minutes to get back. You really only
And
have a
by the time,
half hour to eat anyway. And
right,
God forbid if
you
you
do all
only
that
had a half
time,
hour
you
lunch,
eat the
ooh,
lunch.
and then you want to go, and then folks want to go. Well, some folks do, but most folks don't want to go back to that. You know why?
Not not when you had this experience being away from home. And a lot of people still try to play that role. I know I got this friend that works from home. She's like, well, I gotta go back to it's kind of funny here. I gotta go back to work, but you working from home. I gotta because I'm on the lunch break. I understand, they gotta try to maintain their control, but you know what? Ain't no fucking way you gonna tell me I gotta go back to work in my own house in an hour to have lunch. I ain't doing this shit. I ain't even want to work for nobody from home like that. For the simple fact. And then, I still get all these damn things, people, customer service jobs. I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody for 6 hours a day. I don't want to be trying to convince people about a product or service. You either see it or you don't. I don't want to do that shit. 4 hours when I worked at Time Warner was enough. I could have done that shit for no 8 hours. I custom people out. I know me. That shit, I don't have that personality, And then I don't have no control about who I talk to. What I'm doing now, I have control who I want to talk to, who I want. If I hang up on you, don't want to talk to your ass, I can't fire myself. I'm not gonna fire myself.
Right.
So why deal with all that mess, that craziness? Just because they say so, you're not paying enough money. To be real about $15 an hour ain't shit. Not when you got a $1,400 rent.
It is.
Okay.
It isn't.
So it's all those scenarios people need to really look at and what's going on. And if you are working, do not go get another job. The second job hustle is the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do. If you're working a job, you might as well start an online business right there. It's so easy to do. Like we talked about last year, I did a blog this week on that the 28-year-old girl back in 2019 got laid off.
Mm-hmm.
And she took all the talents that she was building this other company's business with, took them talents and built her a $1.3 million coaching business from it. So now they laid her off. She took them talents that she knew and built her own business. Told that company, well, y'all want to lay me off? Now I'm your competition now.
That's a bad sister right there.
Yeah. She's their competition. This is what we're talking about, people. It took 28 years old. She was building some marketing stuff for some company, laid her off in 2019. She did 5. She went to 50 jobs that didn't want to hire her for nothing. 50 interviews, done all these interviews, didn't want to hire shit. She said, fuck them. She took the stimulus check that she was getting, bought some things that she needed, researched the market, find out what's needed in the marketplace, and filled that need. Built in less than a year a $1.3 million company. online from her home.
Needless to
No,
say,
gave corporate
she's found
America
her
a middle
niche.
finger. It's being done, people.
Yep, she's found her niche.
Yeah.
And she looked at, and she targeted who she wanted to reach out to, and obviously it's paying off big dividends.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's out there. I got a blog on my page right now. You can go read it on the article. It's been in Newsweek. It's been in Black Enterprises. It's been all over it. She's all over the place now because she knew what the possibilities were to do. It's just knowing the market, find out what the market needs, and feeding that market. What we do is we're saying things that a lot of network marketers won't say. Okay, they won't say. They're too busy trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do. Be honest with you, I don't know what they're trying to do. They're not saying what we were saying, or especially what I was saying. But you know, when you start sounding like, I always say, when you start sounding like you're upline and everything all the time, why don't they just go to your upline? Or you start sounding like whoever sponsors you in this business or whatever, you start sounding like them.
Yeah, sounds very static, very.
Yeah, I mean, very, the market on social media,
very scripted.
Yeah, the market on social media is saturated, but it's saturated with a bunch of clones. That's what I call them. It's a bunch of clones.
Hey, that's a pretty good analogy.
I mean, really, and especially in network marketing, all you guys are taking all that stuff that you're online, upline, downline, crossline, over there line, that where line, and you sound like a bunch of Stepford wives. You really do. You got these crazy scripts that everybody walking around online saying you're all around chasing people on social media, everybody trying to sell the same product pod. You only got so much of that. Why should one person buy this from you versus the other is what you're gonna have to learn it. But it was the same thing when you were online, when you were out in the world. I know a network marketer type of person, they come to me all the time because they all say the same damn thing.
And what would that be, Greg?
You know what it might be, Kent. You know that old verbiage. Like-minded.
Oh.
What's it? Like-minded.
Like-minded. Yeah.
Like-minded, or you sound like an intelligent whatever. How
right.
the do you know what I sound like? First of all, we never talked to each other. Second of all, we never met each other on either Zoom-wise or whatever. So you're making assumptions because you're trying to sell me something that I don't need. You know, they had another level 1 workshop, I guess, today. And was I was on them.
Was it this weekend?
Huh?
Was it this weekend?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I thought you said you was going to join it, but you didn't. Yeah, no. It was this weekend. Yep, it was this weekend. They didn't do a lot of. You know what? I know they didn't do a lot of advertising for it, though.
Okay. Well, then that was on me. I misunderstood because I thought it was going to be sometime in June.
No, they had something this weekend. I think the level they are having something in June. Wait a minute. I know they're having something in June, but I thought they had something. Or maybe it is June. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that I think what you're speaking of, the level 2 workshop. I think I'm not 100% sure, but because I unless I read it wrong, I thought the level 1 was going to be sometime in June.
That's I swear they had something going on this weekend. Maybe level 2. I'm not sure. I kind of was half on the training
I got you.
On Wednesday, I wasn't really on it that much.
Hmm.
Thinking about some other things. Do you know what's well? This is we know. I told you about the conversation me and uh, Drew had with this.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't. And again, I think he. I don't know if he's. If I think he did. He put his on what do you call pause or whatever.
Yeah, you told me that.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know if he's even in it now because I think. You know what? I think from my remembrance, he's been in and out of MLSP about 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't get. But I'm trying to think. Okay. I swore I saw something. It was this weekend. Yeah, there is something in June. Maybe that wasn't you. Well, they always got something. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Personally, the level 1 workshop, all it really gave me is if I was kind of on the right track of what I was doing.
Hmm.
And basically that's what it gave me, showed me that I was. Yeah, they're gonna try to sell you a coaching program that I really, really wasn't. And I'm not gonna spend $2,400 for somebody that really I didn't need. Personally,
Okay.
I didn't need.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying this for everybody. I'm just saying for me.
right,
Personally.
right. I mean,
Um,
yeah, that is a big time investment. Now, I'm not saying that it's not worth it, because obviously people are doing it. But
yeah.
if you
But
don't,
those coaching,
if it's not, or if it's things you've heard, or if it's things that you're already aligned with, then you can invest that into something else.
yeah. It's a lot of these coaching programs, and I'm just gonna say this out to people. If you want to get a head start of everybody else, that especially if you're coming into network marketing, yeah, it's a good investment for you because it gets you ahead of the game and what
Mhm.
they're not teaching you in network marketing. I would advise that. But personally, me been around this a lot, there's a lot of things I've already had. The mindset's different, and my mindset's even different from some of them on there. Just because of who I am and where I've been in life, yeah, I'm a little different, and there was no need for me. I invested the time. Basically, some things I learned, but on a whole, a lot of it was nothing. When I invest something, I invest to see what I may not know, and a
Mhm.
lot of things I
Yeah.
didn't know, and there's some things I didn't agree with.
Mhm.
Because my biggest problem right now, and you've heard me talk about this, and I've been talking about this. I don't believe in the term prospecting anymore.
Right.
For the
Right.
simple
I
fact
think you and I agree
there,
on that.
yeah, there is so much into this prospecting. I made a comment about this. So you guys talked about attraction marketing so much when I first got in. Now y'all on this tip about prospecting. How you gonna talk about attraction marketing in the same breath of prospecting? It kind of you stepping on your own feet when you're saying who you are. That the people who deal in prospecting deal with it. There's already a niche for this. I feel like you don't need to try to serve that niche. Let them serve that niche. The people that you want to serve are the ones who don't want to chase people, because it doesn't matter if you're chasing people online or offline. If prospecting is prospecting, prospecting is an active activity. Now, I'm not saying not to go online. Network. Now, there's two different things that
Correct.
you're dealing with: networking and prospecting. Networking is just getting to know people, see where people are at, just connections and all that. Prospecting is a deliberate act to try to see who will be interested in your business. that's a different conversation when you start doing that. When you're networking with people and you start having conversations about just about life in general, people have, more relaxed. But when you're deliberately going in there trying to sell your business, that's what prospecting is. And nobody truly wants to do that, not even online. And like I said once before, since we're heading into the summer season, in the habit of trying to sell your business to everybody, people are gonna not invite you to the parties. We getting these holiday parties. Everything's opening back up now, because of the vaccine. People gonna say, "Oh, here comes that dude again. Here comes so and so." Everybody starts scattering. They don't want to hear this shit all the time. All's on your mind. I gotta sell my business to somebody. No, you don't have to sell your business to somebody. Because a lot of people ain't gonna. There's more people out there doing what you're doing, prospecting, especially in network marketing, still trying to sell their business to everybody. Everybody trying to get that little bit of pie. Instead of fucking chill, folks. Whether you online, offline, or whatever, just chill. When you deliberately going into these damn groups trying to sell your business to everybody, people gonna like, "Oh, here come that motherfucker." Really, that's what they're gonna say. That they mean they say it out loud, like I just said.
Right.
Man, I'm just telling you. And I don't care who you are. The only way to attract people is just being yourself. Quit trying to sell your whatever things you're trying to do. And that's too many. I'm starting to see all the so-called gurus do a lot of that shit. The one thing I've heard people say too, that people aren't, especially if you're in health and wealth, health and wellness. The quote said, "Well, people are not interested in what's in the product." That's bullshit. If they're in health and wellness, they want to know how this product is going to differentiate or help their health. They need to know what the ingredients or something in the ingredients that's going to help them get rid of or help with some, ailment, not to cure it, but that's knowing what it is. Why would I want to take something that I don't know what's in it? We got enough crazy mess in our food that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. So why wouldn't somebody, as a health and wellness person, tell somebody, "Well, this is what this is supposed to do"? But what you don't have to go into detail with it. You go say, "Well, look up so and so. This is what my research has told me what this is supposed to do to help you with whatever." That see, the biggest problem, everybody in this network marketing, affiliate marketing, everybody want to hold too many people's hand. Folks, all you guys out there in this deal, you got to do the work. This ain't no free lunch thing. You got to put some effort into this. This is not, an upline is not there to build your business. The whole affiliate, online, whatever mess this thing is about leadership. If you're not about leadership, y'all need to just go back to the job. You don't have to be a leader. All you got to do is show up, do their job to the best of your ability, and go home. Online, network, all of that. That's really about leadership. You can't I don't care where you at in this business. If all you are going to be a follower with whoever brought you in there, and you're not doing anything to build your business on your own, not riding on the coattails of nobody, you're not going to build it. You got to get out there and you got to get out there and do it. You got to get out there and fail. You got to get out there and do the things. Without them, that's the only way you're going to learn. Because if you don't, you're not going to do this. You can't just take something what somebody said and then repost it on there. What is it about you that people want to follow you about? Because if you don't take some information and make it your own from your own personality or whatever, why the fuck would they want to join your business or follow you in any way? Why? Why? What
Right.
made Bruce Lee had a whole lot of physical. Bruce told was so caught up in because he saw something that needed to be filled. He saw a niche that needed to be filled. Okay. I hear people always talking about attraction marketing, but the first thing about attraction marketing is being unapologetic about who you are. That's it, really. Too many of us say you don't want to attract the right people, but you're too scared to be yourselves because you think you gotta have everybody that you get online with gotta like you. Fuck that. That's not what this is about. I don't want to bust your bubble on this tip, but it ain't about that. It's not about everybody liking you. Because if you worry about everybody, then you know there's gonna always be somebody say, "Oh, he's trying to do this," and da, da, da. No, I don't really care. I'll tell you, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. If you do, cool. But if you don't resonate with me, that's fine. I ain't worried about it. It's like any relationship that which you get into. Everybody's not gonna resonate with you. All the women that men chase, people chase, all the women, you don't want all of them, well, some of y'all egotistical that y'all want all the women to jump at you and all that. No, I wouldn't. Everybody not supposed to be like that with you. And you got to understand that. And that's no different than any other relationship. We say it's a relationship business, right? We say it's a relationship business. So if it's a relationship business, why would you think that everybody you come in contact should resonate with your liking? Why you worry about whether they like you or not? Fuck them. You got to get that attitude. You got to get that attitude that this is my business. This is what I'm going to do. The people that get me, Diane Hawkman always talking about she always looking for people that are looking for her. And I said, I'm looking for, people that get what I'm saying. It's the same thing, different thing, different scenario, different point of view, different, but it's the same thing. When you're looking for people that are looking for you or resonate with you, there's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, because folks, you're not gonna vibe with everybody. We're not gonna vibe with everybody, but everybody's not gonna vibe with us. But we're just looking. Hey, we're just looking, as Greg said, we're just looking for folks who are looking to. You might not. How can I say this? You might not like my personality, but get with Greg's, and that's okay, and vice versa. Because obviously Greg and I are two different folks, but on business, we are one in that aspect of, hey, we are looking for folks who can get with us and we can get with them and we can help them build their business.
I'm going to show you. I got some people right now. I'm going to look at let me see here. That befriended me. This girl right here. I don't know her from nothing. She's all the way from Hong Kong. Let me see if I pull. This girl. I don't speak Chinese. Hong Kong. Okay. I don't know from how, but whatever she befriended me. Okay. I had somebody just now, new message request. Let me see who's on here. See, these are people. I don't know these people. But that's just from me being online, putting myself out there. This person right here, and I got a lot of people that are foreigners too, that ask for me. I don't read none of this shit. I don't read none of it. But look, you know what I'm saying? These people are vibing with me or something, or they got a translate. I don't know. I don't, I'm not on there. Let me go back. I'm not on there. I don't know. I don't read the, it's not even language. I don't speak that language. I speak Spanish, but I don't know. But my whole point is you can connect with a whole lot of different people on here without speaking the language, but you got to put yourself out there, people. You got to do it. There's no way in the hell you're going to build this thing without doing some kind of connection. And I'm not saying chasing people online. I'm talking about putting yourself, oh, there she is. But the chasing people online. And I don't, like I said, I don't know none of those people that connected or friend requested me is because whatever I'm doing, either they got somebody that they like what I had to say or whatever. I don't know. I have no clue. Okay. So those are the type of things that you need to understand about all this. Okay, what's going on? Why am I not coming back on? Okay.
What you do? Okay.
I don't know. You got to understand about all this type of things. It's not about whether you can't care whether they don't like what they see about you. Can't shit. This ain't about whether they like what you, if they like where you look or whatever. I don't give a shit what they like. They do like. They think I'm too old. They think I'm too light. They think I'm too dark. Well, all that shit is insignificant to what you need to do, what you're there for. Don't get caught up in that bullshit because it has no bearing on whether you build this business or not. What their whole thing is about is whether they connect with what you're saying, if they want to work with you, whatever. That's all this is about, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood why it with a lot of stuff, it takes 7, 12 times to see shit. That I don't understand. If a person really is looking for something and it takes them that, to me, it takes you that long to resonate with you. You're a little slow. Okay, must be a little slow. Something, I don't know. Shouldn't take that long. Either you do, you don't. Okay. You know, if you like some chick, woman, female, person, hey, all relationships, especially when it comes to the opposite sex, are first built on physical attraction. All this other bullshit and that people always want to talk about is bullshit. The other stuff comes later. Even money comes later.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a physical attraction. You know, the attraction that you have when it comes to business is all based off of what you resonate on, what person's saying. You may be attracted to them physically too. I don't know that's here nor there, but that is all on the intent on what you're online there for. So that's another thing you have to decide what you're online for. You're looking for somebody to have, hook up with. Fine, that's not the thing. This is not what this platform is. There's other platforms on there. Even Facebook has a platform for that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you got to understand your intent, what's going on in the market. I get on groups and see what conversations on. I'm on martial arts groups, all those type of things. Ain't got nothing to do with my business. I'm networking with people. Sometimes business comes up. That's what I'm talking about. Networking. Networking is more effective than prospecting because you have too much an intent to sell somebody your business.
Right.
That's what people don't got to understand.
That's your main focus when you're just prospecting,
Yeah, that's your whole main focus, and that's too much work. You know, this is why people drop out of this thing because too much in the network marketing. They're all talking about prospect. Nobody wants to prospect. I don't give a shit what everybody keep talking about.
And what was it that Scott Michael said? And this always stuck with me. He said, "You never want to build your business out of desperation."
Right. And you're on a desperate side when you're prospecting.
Right.
Because when you're prospecting, you're really on the weak end of building because they know, because the whole intent on prospecting makes you sometimes look, I mean, unless you got a whole different vibe, most people come on the weekend of the prospecting game. When you go in there just to network and loosen up and have a good time, whatever, if all that shit happens, you find out what's going on with people and whatever, they will come out. The stuff will come out, but y'all try too hard. That's why people drop out of this game, because they're trying to build this business on the weekend, and the weekend of all this is prospecting. To me, people, I don't care what guru in network marketing or all other people. The people who say, well, yeah, prospect, most of them fools already got their business built to where they're going to do. Of course, they're going to sell you on prospect. Okay? Of course, they're going to sell you on that, because they're already making maybe 5-6 figures a month, and they're going to sell you on prospecting. I bet you damn right they ain't like doing it. And that's why they get a lot of people came to MLSP, but they hated prospecting. MLSP was not founded on being a prospecting tool. It was more about, if you could go back to 2012 and look at their whole thing about their business model was about the attraction marketing. Be the hunted, not the hunter. That was the attraction marketing thing. They need to go. For me, they need to go back to that, because people are running around here. They get burned out because they think they gotta, instead of going online and say, just chill, people. Fucking chill. Ain't worth all that. I still use that, be the hunted, not the hunter. People always coming to me about shit. I don't chase nobody about nothing. I don't chase nobody about business. I don't chase nobody about I don't chase nothing. That's why I got a page called No Chase, Always Attract. One of the things I've been talking about is going to have a 3 to 4 day challenge on that, and why you need to take the attitude. We're talking about a lot of that stuff now. What this 3-day challenge will get you into is then when I want to hook you up into another challenge that Diane Hawkman has, is $1. How much? I like to hear people either say, would you pay $1 to learn how to build your list? $1. You know that dollar gives you a whole 30 days to the MLSP back office, to some trainings that we do, Funnelizer. There's a whole lot of different things you got for 30 days. After the 30 days, you decide whether you want to stay in there or go. There's $1, people. If you can't spend $1 on yourself, you don't need to be in this business. I'm gonna be straight up with you. If you can't invest $1, you gotta spend more in a day on bullshit, junk that's not going to enhance your business or yourself. And if you can't invest $1 in yourself, y'all really need to take a hike. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just like to know. Put some in the description. Would you, if you're on Facebook, if you're in the Zoom thing, would you spend $1? But my challenge is going to be free, in a sense. Okay. But if you want to care, this is my stipulation. I have a page. To stay on that page, you would have to take that challenge to the next level. Other than that, we're kicking you out of the page. For the simple fact, I don't want everybody just hanging out on my page that are not serious about No Chase, Always Attract. That's what this is about. So once we do this challenge, you got to move to the next level, spend that $1. If you want to stay connected with me, if you got value for what we're saying, you're going to have to go and take that other 5-day challenge. That's the stipulation. Other than that, you're out of the page, out of that group. Because I'm not going to deal with it. We want as they say, we want people all on the same page about what we're doing. We don't want nobody guessing. God, I can't think of his name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. They used to do the QI.
Larry Winters.
Larry Winters, yes, right. Yep. There's a guy in Amway named Larry Winters. We used to have this thing called a QI. Larry Winters, before he even lets you in his meeting, Larry Winters will prep you and say, look, why would you want to get in the network marketing of this group or whatever? We need to know A, B, C, D. You couldn't answer these things. He don't let you even in the immediacy of business. Because his attitude was this. We want everybody knowing this is what this is about. Everybody on the same page. They grew their business with that attitude. They grew their business up. Everybody on the same page. This is what we're trying to do. This is what our objective is. If you're not, you're gone. Because we don't have no time to waste with you not knowing what we're our objective of and what we're trying to do here. That's the attitude that we're taking here with the challenges. Because if you're not serious about doing this, no sense in us trying to help you waste your time with this. First of all, when we go into the challenge, the 3-day one is free. But to stay connected with us, you're going to have to spend $1 to get on the list building. List building is a very important. That's why I would pick the list building, because that's one of the things you want to have. Because when you're doing things online, you want to take all those people that you know on social media and put them through your autoresponder. Build that list. Not no paper list. One of the things I always tell people also, though, your autoresponder, you need a hard drive with that list even off your autoresponder. That would be part of training, because you don't know what happens with the autoresponder. There are any third party thing that you're dealing with can get shut down. Just like they talk about social media. Facebook changes all these algorithms, they get shut down. You don't own nothing on them pages. Your connection should be somewhere off even the autoresponder, so you know who you connected with, you know, those type of things. But like I said, we want people all on the same page with where we're trying to do. That's why Larry Winters, when he did the QI, he interviewed the interview. He qualified you to see the marketing plan. He qualified to qualify. And always qualifying.
Right.
You always need to qualify people to spend time with you people. This is your business. There's no sense of wasting time with people that don't want to do that. And no sense to you don't want you don't even want the tire kickers, or the lookies. They are another part of wasting your time. If you resonate with what me and Kent are always saying, DM us. And it's like I said, even in this every Sunset Sunday, I always tell people to register through the link, through our Zoom link, because I don't know how Facebook's going to act. They can be funny sometimes. Plus, you get a free gift, download a report on 5 ways to make money from home, plus my book. These are download free. I'm giving it to you as a gift. A gift. It don't matter if you go in there,
and which is
gift,
worth more than $1.
Yeah, you get the gift and then don't show up. It's still, you got some value. If you can't do that, that means you're lazy as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. You lazy as fuck. You don't really run that.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't do that much. And if you can't spend $1, you cheap as hell. I'm gonna be real about it. You lazy as fuck and you cheap as hell. Because most of you will blow money on bullshit that ain't gonna enhance nothing and ain't gonna matter to nobody or your family. Okay, and all you doing is making them other people rich. And then everybody want to complain about who pays taxes. Oh, Amazon didn't pay no taxes. Well, why should they? If the tax law said I don't have to pay this because I'm a business entity and I get sheltered because of this, no, I'm not gonna pay them taxes. The people got mad at Trump because he only paid $750 or something like that. Well, the tax law said I don't have to pay this and that and another thing. That's another story. But I'm just trying to get you to understand is that the tax laws in business allow you to not pay certain taxes. I don't know why people get caught up and not understanding that and get mad with the wealthy. I wouldn't give a fuck about y'all getting mad. I want y'all to get mad at me because I'm trying to teach you how to do what the wealthy do. Don't get mad. Money gives you options. How many of y'all quit your job right now? I'm gonna tell your boss to go fuck off. Really, I'm just fire him. Tell that son bitch, I quit. Fuck you. I'm not coming in tomorrow. How many of y'all do right now? Just do right now. Tell him to go fuck off. Why would y'all do? What you do? You know why? You ain't gonna do it because you need that paycheck to pay them bills and your rent. If money's not so important, go tell your boss to go kiss your ass. Tell him to go fuck off. Really. And this is for those who got that attitude, money ain't here. Tell your boss to go fuck himself. I've told corporate America to go fuck themselves a long time ago. Fuck you. Really. You ain't gonna do it, are you? You're not gonna do it. You don't have the option to fire your boss because you don't have no other ways of making money. We didn't show you download free in the registration here to get free download to show you how to do that. I half of y'all won't do that shit. But then y'all want to complain about what some other people are doing because you're not taking action to do stuff. That's not our problem. What the heck is that's not going to be our problem. We give you the information. If you're not willing to take that information, that's not going to be our problem. Mm-hmm. If somebody you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can lead them to oats, but you can't make them eat it.
Right.
I don't know what people want, you know. Oh, you just want to go home on the weekend or day, watch your, Sports Center, the NBA playoffs, and just repeat this cycle over and over and over again and bitch and complain. Can't bitch and complain if you're not going to change nothing in your life, people. This is Memorial Day weekend. How would you like every day to be Memorial Day weekend for you? How would you like? See, to me, my whole thing was it's unnatural to wake up by an alarm clock. Why would I want some damn alarm clock? Because I was always putting snooze or I throw my alarm clock on the floor. You know, it is unnatural. Another thing Scott Michael used to say also. He said, I want to sleep till I'm done. What does that mean? I'll stay up to 3, 4, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. I don't have to get up and go to meet some mule at 8 o'clock to do that. See, I like to go to bed when I want to go to bed and get up when I want to go. That was my whole thing. I don't want to be dictated that, oh, I got to go to bed at 10 o'clock so I can get up mine and go. Even if I'm at home and working from home, I don't have to get up and roll over into my office because I got to still meet that mule, even though it's in my home. I want to get on my computer when I want to get on my computer, not when somebody else tell me I got to be on there. Do you understand the difference, people? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what the world is really going to start changing to. If we're going to be a performance-based thing, why not be our own entity, be performance-based, not through somebody else dictating what we can and cannot do? Find COVID origin or face another pandemic. U.S. experts warn. I just got this from Smart News. You hear me, people? They said find COVID origin or face another pandemic. U.S. experts warn. That means they need to get in China's ass.
Basically.
And stop with the bullshit. Something fucked up over there. Because you had 3 pandemics, and this third one, they don't have any evidence that it was a zoonosis. So it's been a year, people. No zoonosis evidence. So, all right, man, we've been on here. What shit? It's 10 o'clock. You got any thoughts before we get off of here?
that was a good hour, man. That was a good hour. Uh, well, basically, hey, it's just basically just in a nutshell. You know, Greg and I, we've been doing this for a little over a year now since this pandemic.
We've
Has,
been doing this panel thing for a year. I've been doing the show since 2016.
since 2016. So, and it's a mindset, folks. If you keep thinking the way you always think, you're going to keep getting
Same shit.
what you're going to get. So we're just putting a bug in here. If you want to change some things, then you have to change some things, learn some new skill sets.
All it is skill sets.
Yeah, and for those who already have their home based business, reach out to us so we can give you the tools to help you to show you how to leverage. If you're thinking about getting a home based business, again, DM us, so we can give you the tools and the skill sets to get that get your business launched in the right way, so you can so we can help you, and then and we can help you help others, and for others who want to learn how to do a home based online business, because one thing about an online business, it never closes.
Right.
Always
It
open.
don't matter. It don't matter when you post. Like I said, I told this story once before. People talking about, well, it's better to post at so and so hour. Why? I got this girl I just showed you, message me, befriended me in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is what, 12-hour difference? China.
Yeah, 12 hours, I believe.
12-hour difference. I didn't make no damn difference saying I posted where she could specifically get a hold of me. Don't make no difference when you post. The internet, like Kent said, the internet is over 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I remember when I first got into this daggone thing, and what people were talking about, well, the best time to post is this time. Who cares? This shit is open all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Why you put those limitations on people to tell them this is the best? There ain't no, the best time to post is whenever you have a thought or something, whatever. That's the best time to post. All these people trying to give you all these crazy, nutty ass scenarios that you got to post at 4 o'clock for so and so. I even see people, the gurus on, on MLSP, it talked about something about posting in the evening. My attitude is this: if you're posting to the right market, to the right niche, your audience, they'll eventually see it.
They will. They will.
Okay.
Even with this broadcast,
They'll eventually see it.
I don't know how many people are watching now, but with that being said, it doesn't matter, because once Greg does his editing and his production to put it on his YouTube page, that audience is going to expand exponentially. So,
yeah, because I edit this version that people will see on Facebook is a different version than what I put up on YouTube, and then I shoot it to like LinkedIn, and sometimes I take parts of this and post it as an article on the LinkedIn. I place on Twitter. It's just optimizing the show to other avenues. I do that helps with your audience build. I got about 1,600 followers on Twitter, plus some here and there. So I have a big audience per se. Not all, I don't have like 100,000 on Twitter. No, see, most of you guys got to understand that's not important. The cumulative audience is what's important. You gotta have 100 here, 200 there, wherever you're at. That's what the importance. That's your audience overall. Okay, don't let gurus twist it on you, say that, well, you don't have 100,000 people on your Twitter. Who gives a shit? You can't work with all them. What is your look at the cumulative audience thing. Most of you are on different platforms. Look at your cumulative audience. Base it off of that, not an individual social media platform. That's bullshit. You'll be disappointed, Bundle. First, look at your cumulative audience on the different platforms. That's what counts, people. I don't care. All these other people telling you because they got 500,000 on Facebook and all that shit. So what? So what? Look at your cumulative. That's your audience. If they ain't dropped off and left you with them from that, then you still got audience. And like I said, people. Tonight, you know, Sunday night's a critical night between 9 and Monday because heart attack rate goes up because everybody's stressed and don't want to go back to the job. Even though you got 3-day weekends, some of y'all. So the heart attack rate gonna go up on Monday night between Monday and Tuesday. You gotta go work Tuesday.
Yeah, and I don't know why they call it a long 3-day weekend because it's really not long. It's just an extra 24 hours. I don't know why people get.
Yeah, it really is. It's just an extra day off. You're right. You know, and some people even made it longer. They took off Friday.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
The real thing is that when you go to a job, you gotta earn time off. Earn time. You know, when somebody told me that, it really kind of roasted my rice. Earn time off. Earn. That was another thing I had about. I ain't asking no grown man, can I take time off? Especially when that time when my mom was going through chemo and they wanted to give me shit about that. And when my dad died, them people wanted to give me shit about that. I'm not asking no damn motherfucker if I can take time off. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna be there. I'm not asking you. Okay, you do what the fuck you want to do, but I'm not gonna ask you about doing nothing. Okay, especially when I went through that shit, I said I would never ask nobody whether I can do something. I ain't doing it. I got to do this. Bye. You do what the hell y'all want to do. Okay, that ain't happening. I said I would never put myself in that position again. If I do, still ain't gonna ask you. I'm not asking you permission to do shit. No grown man, grown woman. No. I'll tell you, I'm not gonna be here so-and-so time. Okay? That's it. Ain't gonna be no argument about it. So, you know, because people get stressed out about shit like that. I remember Tracy Walker. She talked about that. She was supposed to go to somebody's graduation, put in 6 months in advance to do this shit. And they told her she couldn't take the time off because somebody was seniority. Man, fuck the seniority. Somebody was seniority and you put in 6 months. Why the fuck you tell her that in the first damn place? See, it's that kind of shit. I ain't want to play that game. I heard that. See, that's what the plantation does. You should just told her 6 months in advance, you can't do this because so-and-so may do this. So she made plans to do some shit. See, with me, I don't win any damn way. They can fire me. I don't win anyway. I ain't gonna make plans for 6 months and y'all gonna tell me at the last minute I can't go. Bye, see you. Watch me. Shit, I don't roll that way. So, all right, you know, people. Like I said, Sunday night heart attack rate go up. Don't let them have your job in the paper before your obituary or online, however they do it these days. Don't let that happen. Fuck, it ain't worth it. Ain't no plantation out there worth all that mess. Okay. Have faith in you, not some entity that you've never seen. You hear me again, people? We talk about, Black folks love to talk about faith. Have faith in you, not some entity you never seen. All right, everybody. Be safe. have a safe and remembrance for this weekend, what it's about. Memorial Day weekend. Like I said, this was started by a group of Black folks that they don't want you to know about that did that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things. People. Peace. You got any last things to say, Kent?
Pretty much everybody just have a safe holiday weekend. Yes, remember what it's all about. Freedom is not free, even your financial freedom. That's why Greg and I are on here, you know, stressing, hey, if you can work for someone, put in your hard work and dedication, why not? Why not do that for yourself? Why
Yep.
not? And why not you?
And they steadily trying to take away your financial freedom. All right, people. Peace. Your week. Hope we're gonna be consistent with the summer months or summer weather pattern instead of this October, November mess we had yesterday. A tricky ass year. Weather and all that mess. All right, people. We'll see you next week. Same time,
Take care.
8:45.